My name is Ian, and I'm here to make a short video for you guys showing you what Mila Realty is looking for when they ask you to clean a rental home on the short-term rental program. So as you approach the house, you see we're at 3050 here. The first thing we're going to look at is we're going to look up in the corners, up the alcoves, and make sure there's no insect nests and there's no dust, cobwebs, all that kind of good stuff. If you could reach it with a broom and knock it down, you can do that. If it's in bad condition, what I want you to do is make a note of that for the maintenance guys to come and take care of it. As you go into the house, take a look, for instance, at this patio here. We can see that we have some pretty strong staining on the floor here, and the mat's pretty dirty and worn out. That's an item also for maintenance that you should report. What we want you to do is clean this as best you can with a broom, but if it's worse than you can clean with a broom, please report it to maintenance so they come along with a power washer and clean this. The same with all the area around here. So as we come in here, the first thing we want to do when we walk inside here is put on the lights. And we want to check to make sure that the lights are working inside and out. And we're going to check every single light in this house as you come in and work here. And this house is a 5-bedroom house. And so we're just going to do one bedroom really quickly to give you an idea of what we're going to look at as we come in to this bedroom here. So the first thing that we want to do when we come in here is switch the TV on and make sure the TV works, that the remote works, that there's batteries in the back of the TV remote. We want to make sure that the bedding is clean. That should be all stripped off and cleaned and set in the washing machine. That's probably the best thing to do that as soon as you come in here so that you can get it all cleaned. By the time you're ready to leave, this should all be nice and clean and ready to be reset and on the beds. So what we're looking to do is make a nice impression on the guests when they come here that they're walking to a nice clean room. Did I switch that TV on? Okay, so we want you to check the cleanliness of everything. See, for instance, here, can you see this dust? So the cleaner of this house has done a very good job overall, but missed some important areas like taking away or actually a damp rag on anything electrical and cleaning around the edges and making sure that the edges of anything are clean. And that includes baseboards and windowsills. So on the windowsill here, this one's nice and clean. Also check the blinds to make sure the blinds are clean. See, this one is dirty. You can see the dirt here. So we don't want to let this dirt build up on the ledges on the windows here. You can see again, more dust here. These have not been dusted for a while, and after a while this all builds up and it looks like the house is being neglected. We want you to vacuum the floor, and in this case, if you look at this carpet here, you'll see the carpet is in pretty bad shape. Nevertheless, we still want you to vacuum it and make sure that when we walk in here, we should be able to see the stripes of the vacuum cleaner having been passed there. But in this case, where we have carpets with stains in it, this should be reported to maintenance so they can have a deep cleaning at some point. Also check under the beds and make sure the beds are clean underneath and there's no dust bunnies and all kinds of other stuff living under there, and nothing's been dropped or left by the previous tenant. In here, in the closets, you can see this particular case, this needs touch up. That's nothing to do with you guys, but make sure everything's clean, the racks are clean, and all the coat hangers are in one place and they're sufficient for what we're going to look at. So I'm going to check the lights, make sure the lights work. If there's a ceiling fan, we want to make sure the ceiling fan works. And again, we can run our fingers around the corners of the door frames and see that this hasn't been wiped down. Okay. Up top here we got vents for the air conditioning. Please make sure they're nice and clean. Just a quick wipe if you can.
With the broom.
With a broom. Okay. So as we come into the hall here, we're going to go into this number one bathroom. First thing again, we're going to switch on the lights, and we're going to look in here and see what we have. We want to check that the water works. Then you got hand soap here. Then you got bath soap. Check the stoppers work to hold the water.